You know that feeling where your gut is screaming, don't trust them, and you go ahead anyway, give them your time, your secrets, sometimes your whole life. And later you ask yourself, how do I not see it? This video isn't about judging you, it's about explaining very clearly why this keeps happening, and why not as random or as stupid as it feels. You're watching Mindshift Files. Here we break down dark psychology, manipulation, self-sabotage, and the patterns that quietly run your life. If you want to understand why you fall for this stuff, and how to stop replaying the same story, hit subscribe, stay with me. Let's get into why you keep trusting people you never actually felt safe with. First reason, you don't fall for what's actually healthy, you fall for what's familiar. If you grew up around violence, sharp moods, walking on eggshells, your nervous system learned that as normal. So when someone stable shows up, it can feel boring. When someone unpredictable shows up, it feels like electricity. Your body quietly goes, this I understand. Your brain hates the unknown, even if the known is painful. It feels safer than something new. So you end up choosing people who match your old blueprint. Manipulators benefit from this massively. They don't need to be good people. They just need to feel like a familiar pattern. So ask yourself this. Who from your past does this person secretly remind you of? Are you actually attracted? Or are you just recognizing an old wound and calling it chemistry? Second reason. Your nervous system gets hooked on emotional spikes. Calm, steady connection is actually quite quiet. There's no constant threat, no daily drama, no big highs and lows. But if your history trained your body to expect danger, calm can feel unsafe. Your system starts looking for a spike, an argument, a withdrawal, a sudden love bomb after a cold patch. Underneath all this, your brain chemistry, dopamine, adrenaline, big highs, big lows. The brain starts to chase the pattern because it feels intense, and intense gets confused with important. Manipulators instinctively know this. They give you intense intention one day and then pull back the next. Your system panics and chases. Now they have the power. When you notice yourself labeling calm as being boring or off, pause and ask, am I actually bored? Or am I just not being emotionally right now? Third reason. You're not always falling for the person. You're falling from the relief from loneliness. If you've been starved of real closeness, even a half-safe person can feel like oxygen. They give you attention, interest, connection, and your brain rushes to lock it in. Attachment psychology is simple here. When you're deprived, you stop asking, is this good for me? You start asking, will they stay? Manipulators benefit by offering just enough affection to hook you, then using your fear of losing them to control the situation. They don't have to be consistent, they just have to be the one person who gets you sometimes. So ask yourself, if you remove the fear of being alone, would this person still be a good choice? Are you drawn to them? Or to the idea of finally not being alone? Fourth reason. Your ego is involved more than you realise. Falling for untrustworthy people often comes with a hidden script. I'll be the one that they don't hurt. I'll be the one who changes them. I'll show them I'm different. Underneath, that is repair. You might be trying to fix old stories. Not being chosen, not being good enough, being blamed for everything. Here's the harsh bit though. If you win a different person, it feels like proof you were never the problem. Manipulators love this. They drop hints about how others didn't understand them, how everyone has done them wrong. And then they wait for you to volunteer as the exception. When you feel that urge to be the one who finally helps them heal, catch it and ask yourself, if I didn't have to prove anything to anyone, would I still choose this person? Fifth reason, your ability to trust yourself has been attacked. If you've been gaslit, dismissed, talked over, or blamed for everything, you learn to doubt your own judgment. You feel a red flag and you override it. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm being too sensitive. Maybe it's my trauma, not them. Dark psychology thrives here. The less you trust your own read on reality, the more you outsource it to someone else. And if that someone else is the manipulator, it's game over. They manipulate when you second guess yourself. They even help you do it. Are you sure that's what I said? You always assume the worst. No one else has a problem with me. Next time you feel something is off, write it down before you explain it away. Then ask yourself, if my closest friend told me the story about their partner, their boss, or their friend, what advice would I give them? That answer is usually closer to the truth than the version you're talking yourself into. Let's pause here. You are not falling for untrustworthy people because you're stupid, weak, or doomed. You're responding exactly how a nervous system responds when it has learned chaos is normal, been starved of a safe connection, and been taught to doubt itself. In other words, your reactions are logical for what you've lived through. The point of understanding dark psychology isn't to hate yourself, it's to see the pattern clearly enough that you can choose differently. Once you see the script, you can stop acting it out on autopilot. So if this is landing, give yourself some credit for even being here and listening, instead of just repeating the same story in silence. If this video has hit a nerve, it's a sign your brain is starting to connect the dots. It's like so YouTube shows us so more people need it. Drop a comment with the words, I see it now. If any part of this felt uncomfortably accurate, you don't have to share any details if you don't want to. And if you want to go deeper into this, subscribe to Mindshift Files. In the next videos in the Dark Psychology 101 run, we're breaking down gaslighting, how people rewrite your reality step by step, and we'll look at emotional buttons, how they find and press the exact triggers and make you lose control, and trauma bonds, why leaving someone harmful feels like tearing off your own skin. You're not crazy for falling for people you don't trust. You were trained into it. Now we start untraining it.